Hello and welcome back. Welcome to the second half of the Silver Lining. This is the viewer topic portion of the show. So if you guys have anything you want to discuss, things that happened in the past week or things that are going on just in general, feel free to shout them out in chat, and we'll try and keep up and talk to them as much as talk about them as much as we can. Was that Greg should at one point just have a skeleton behind him on the floor just to see if anyone would notice? So Castlevania Season 2, October 26th. I am pretty excited about Castlevania. Here's what I hope about Castlevania. This is what I hope about whenever something like this happens. And let me explain what I mean by that. This is usually what I hope. Predictions for the last Steven Universe episode. I hope that they put money into the first season thinking, let's see how this goes. When they see how popular it is, I hope they put more money and resources into what follows, because they know that they already now know that people do love it. So what we're going to see is bigger and better. That's what I'm hoping for Castlevania, and I feel like I'm not going to be disappointed, but that's always what I hope. Whenever they do something where they say, oh, it's just like 6 episodes or 4 episodes, we just want to see how people feel about it, and then it's popular, I always hope that, okay, you have seen that it's popular, I want to see you go all out with this now. So I do hope that's what's coming. I really think that it's going to be, that's going to be it. I would love to see a new season or new Castlevania series later for different games. I think we could definitely see that. Octopath Traveler next week. Octopath Traveler. There was just an interview or something about Octopath Traveler that they said that it was meant to be a sort of a spiritual successor to 6. Which, if you are as big a Final Fantasy VI fan as I am, you could see it right from the beginning that it looks like 6, which is why I keep saying, please remake 6 using this graphics engine. I am ridiculously excited about it. But you know what, Ryan? I haven't played the new demo. I don't want to play it because I don't want to play it and then not be playing it when the game finally comes out. I'm going to start the game fresh. So I am avoiding the new demo, even though I played like 20 or 30 hours of the first demo. Breathes Steven Universe. Steven Universe. I'm going to go on a little bit of a Steven Universe rant here. Not rant, just, Steven Universe. I love these last few episodes. I love that I feel like these last few episodes are the perfect transition into whatever's coming next. I'm glad that they didn't do the pink diamond and rose quartz thing and then all of a sudden jump into some sort of new conflict or new villain. I like that there is this 5-6 episode arc where they are dealing with the fallout of the truth. And I'm so happy to see what's happening. I absolutely loved the last episode. The last episode was the one with Bismuth. Sorry, spoilers for anybody. The one before that, not Maid of Honor. It was the one right before that when the whole big thing with Ruby and Sapphire happened. I am ridiculously excited for that. So and that's what, tonight. So I'll watch it tomorrow morning because I don't have cable, so I can't watch it. But yeah, I am crazy excited for what's going on in Steven Universe right now. I still hate that we have to wait months and months to get a cluster of episodes, but at least they haven't forgotten about the show. Did someone say Castlevania? So wait. Hang on a second here. Great basics and starting tips for a new gaming journalist. I'm probably not the person to ask about that. Here's what I can tell you, Suave. Basics and starting tips for a new gaming journalist. I didn't like the idea of gaming journalism for myself because I knew I suspected the kind of things that went into it, and I knew that I wasn't going to like it. I would say having a lot of news outlets, finding reliable sources. You know, I don't like gaming journalists and they get all their information from Reddit. You know, do some research before you try and do something like that. Research sources. You know, one of the guys I watch, Spawn Wave, he once a week he reports on the media creates sales, which are the sales charts for the Japanese game market, and that's a reliable source. So I like that, and then I don't see anybody else do that. So I watch his show specifically. I make sure that I catch those episodes when he talks about the media create stuff. Castlevania season. Yeah. Castlevania is only on Netflix. So I also see Ant-Man in a while. I did not see Ant-Man yet. I have not seen Ant-Man. Okay, things that make money, bigger budget. Things that make money equals bigger budget equals even more money. Yeah, Elements. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Explain that to Cartoon Network because they're missing. There's a lot of money that could be made on Steven Universe, and they're not doing it. So hold on. I don't want to miss anything here. Nintendo Power. Nintendo Power is turning. Wow, Nintendo Power is turning 30 years old. I was subscribed to Nintendo Power for the first 2 or 3 years. Actually, no, it's probably about 3 to 4 years. Like every issue, the special issues that came out. I had like the 4-player strategy guide, the Final Fantasy strategy guide is one of my favorite strategy guides. There was a Super Mario 3 strategy guide, which was also great. I think they did one for Ninja Gaiden 2, which I didn't feel like deserved an entire strategy guide, but it was still a cool book nonetheless. I had, and I would love to get them back, I had a few of the Nintendo Fun Club newsletter, which was the magazine before it was it was probably like a 10 to 15 page magazine. It was almost like a comic, 10 to 16 page. But yeah, that was the predecessor to, like, I had a couple of those, and then that's how I found out that Nintendo Power was coming. So I had the subscription and everything. I got the first Nintendo Power issue in the mail, like, and I was hooked on it ever since. It was a great magazine. It was a great advertisement for them, which, I mean, it worked out really well. You know, PSN had one, the PlayStation magazine. They were okay. GamePro, I mean, stuff like GamePro and EGM, Electronics Gaming Monthly, they were all systems, and they were great magazines in their own right. But sometimes I felt like because they spread themselves so thin, they didn't cover a lot. I felt like I got more news about Nintendo than I got any kind of news in some of those magazines, because it just felt like it spread so thin. All right, so I know I lost some here. Hold on. Ant-Man 2. My ancestors are Cherokee on my mom's side and European and Spanish. I don't know how to respond to that. And yes, King Chaos. Someone said Castlevania. Time to find it elsewhere because I don't have Netflix. Flaming Rubies. I'm pretty sure you can find it at somewhere else. All right, what do you guys think about learning a different language? You guys have it a bit difficult. Yeah, E0, I would love to learn a new language. I know learning a new language is like learning an instrument, and I know I don't have the discipline for it. I just don't. If I could plug a chip into my head or a wire or something and learn languages, I would learn every language there was. The idea of communicating with people in the way that is comfortable to them is something that I've always been interested in, and I don't have the discipline to do it at all. And it does kind of disappoint me. That is probably one of the things that I've always shamed myself on, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, but I've always shamed myself on the knowledge that I don't have a strong drive. I have lots of great ideas. I have lots of things that I want to do, but I don't have a lot of drive to bring them to completion. So I know that learning a language, learning an instrument, these are disciplines that I probably just don't have yet. Anyway, I feel like I am going to get to the point where I'm going to be one of those guys that, like, at 50 years old, I finally learn to play the violin or speak a new language or something. I suspect that's what's going to happen. Let's see here. Some motivational advice to everyone. Whatever happens, there's a smiling skeleton inside of you. You know what, Suave? There's a smiling skeleton inside of me. I'm just jealous of his weight. I'm jealous that he's so much thinner than I am. Oh, hey, J Punks. I'm so excited for Octopath. Inside me is the only reason my hand. I'm not. Silver, I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm not getting Octopath Traveler. Not getting Octopath Traveler? I don't know, Flipnote. I don't know. You might have someone might have to swing the ban hammer at you for saying you're not going to get Octopath Traveler. Nah, I'm just teasing you. Yes, remake Final Fantasy 16 Chrono Trigger with this visual engine. Oh my God, Ryan, Chrono Trigger with the graphics engine of Octopath Traveler. I'd never friggin' leave the house. Did you or anyone else get an NES Classic? Yes, I did get an NES Classic. I got it right here. I got it right here. Right? Yay! I got it right here. I did some scouring, and it turns out there were a lot of extra games built into the system, so I'm very happy about that. And I suspect as time goes on, I'm going to discover that there were more games built into the system that I didn't see at first. But we'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, I love my NES Classic. I'll be honest with you. Remake 6 and 5, maybe 5 too. Okay, I'm gonna jump super far ahead here because I didn't realize how far down I was. You're ruining the value of mine. I was just talking to a friend of mine, an old friend of mine yesterday, and he sold most of his collection. I always talk about selling my, like, certain pieces of my collection and stuff and I know that it's sacrilege. Sometimes with the NES Classic and the Super NES Classic, knowing what they're capable of, I have sometimes considered selling all of my NES and Super NES games. I'm extremely proud of what I put together. I think I'm at about 320 or 325 NES games and about 115 SNES games, and I'm so proud of those collections. But sometimes I look at them and I think maybe this is the time to get the value of them and start doing other things. Like, there's so much stuff that I want. I do want a new computer. I definitely need a new capture card. I want I keep trying to decide whether or not I want to get, like, a kayak. I want to do more outdoor stuff. I already have a bike. I need some new equipment for hiking. So I thought about, like, getting a kayak or something, and then, I want to do more outdoor stuff. That stuff costs money. And as far as the video games go, I for my NES and Super NES, I love having the games. Like I said, I love the collection that I built. But as far as just playing the games, I have multiple ways to do that now. One of my biggest problems with emulators, people always said, like, you just play emulators. My biggest problem with emulators was that I was stuck to my computer. And now I'm not. Now with the SNES and the NES Classic, not only am I not stuck to my computer, I can play the games on my HD TV, and they look amazing. So I consider it sometimes. Like, my Saturn collection, I won't sell. I don't have a huge Saturn collection, but I won't sell that because I can't play those games anywhere else. PS2, even PS1 to an extent, I would be concerned about selling some of that stuff. But my Atari games, I have 60 Atari games, I think. I have an Atari Flashback. I'm not really concerned, and I can honestly tell you I haven't played those games in a long time. So I you know, my Coleco collection, my Intellivision collection. They're talking about doing one of those like an Intellivision mini, like people were so enamored with the Intellivision that we got to have a mini version of it. But you know, I look at them and I think all of that stuff is all of that stuff is all of the stuff that I want. It's just sitting on the shelf, and I can play it whenever I want to. I just have to be willing to bite the bullet and do it. All right, I jumped ahead, so I'm gonna jump back here. I found my NES Classic with a triple amount of advertised games. Yeah, see, Minion, me too. Buy a second bike. I don't want a second bike. I do kind of want a second bike though. It's so small and cute. I know they really are small and adorable. Did you rebuy it in the end? Did I rebuy what? Oh, what about the Coleco Chameleon? The Coleco Chameleon. No, you know what, Lizard? Not the Coleco Chameleon. Let's have a talk about the Atari. That stupid Atari VCS that I don't even know if they know what the hell it does yet. Like, I think the people who made Tempest 4K have now officially said that they are going to make one for the Atari, but at the time that they showed it, they hadn't confirmed that yet. I don't see the point in the Atari VCS. Does getting a celebrity autograph increase the chances of the game selling more? Like if Charles Martinet signed your copy? Right. I think so to certain people. I think some people just won't care. And then in all honesty, it depends on if the person likes the person that signed it, and to me, where they signed it. If I got somebody to, one of my dreams is to get Fabio to sign my copy of Iron Sword, because he's on the cover of that. But I wouldn't get him to sign the label. I would get him to sign the plastic underneath the label, so that the label is still clean, but I've got his signature on the plastic. I'm willing to bet that some people would see a signature on a label and say, I don't want to pay for that. I want the clean label. I might find a copy and buy it for safekeeping for you. So, Elements, which game were we talking about here? Hold on, I think you lost me. Or are you talking about Iron Sword? Oh yeah, you get that signature. I wouldn't be able to pay you. I have no cards. I cannot buy things on the internet. I'll catch you later, Greg. Oh, later, Lizard. Have a good one. Oh, wrong silver. There we go. Okay, Greg, tough question. Who do you want to be the 66 fighter in Smash? I really do like the idea of, for the 66 fighter, I do like the idea of the character being named Belmont, and then like that's the name of the character, and then all the alternate costumes are Simon, Trevor, Richter, Sonya, and maybe alternate colors of those four. Like, I do really, really like that idea. I would say Belmont is what I want. I've definitely considered selling off big parts of my collection, mostly older stuff that can be played elsewhere, partly because of space. Space is actually a big problem for me. The upkeep, they sit on the shelf, so I'm not too concerned with that. And just the fact that some stuff just sits there rarely getting played. Yeah, I think that's another thing that I do look at. I do look at some of my stuff, and I think it's not getting played. I mean, these NES games, I love them to death, but I don't deny that most of them won't get played, especially with the NES Classic, where I can just load it up there. See, Element, and that's what I like. I like the idea of the character being named Belmont. And then you can pick your character. You can pick them, and then the costumes don't really change anything, because then they would be what they call Echo Fighters. I wouldn't want them to be Echo Fighters. I want them to be exactly the same. I just want them to be different skins. I want them to be all the same size. They move the same. They feel the same. Just you have 4 different Simons. You have 2 different Simons, 2 different Trevors, 2 different Richters, and 2 different Sonyas. That was it, right? Sonya Belmont wasn't she the one from Legends? Honestly, for Smash, I'm happy with what we have. If anything else, I'd want Sora or Belmont. I need to have demonic theme for Joe. Silver demonic theme for the character. All right, then Waluigi. Waluigi is some sort of weird demon. Captain N. Oh my God, yeah, you gotta have the Captain N Belmont as a secret costume. Do you guys think Doom Guy can work as a Smash character? I don't know. Doom Guy's super aggressive. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Sonya. Even that sort of got yeah, they always do that. I hate retconning. I don't like I don't like retconning when there's not really a reason for it. Oh wait, we need Isaac from Golden Sun. A flip note, we don't need Isaac from Golden Sun in Smash. We just need more Golden Sun. That's what needs to happen. Snake and Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayonetta was kind of a surprise. I called Bayonetta way before it happened, and when I was working at Target, I was talking to this guy Brian, and we were talking about characters that we think might show up, and I said Bayonetta. He's like, Bayonetta, I don't know, she's too risque, you know what I mean? They've always got the lighthearted attitude, and I said, you know what though, releasing Bayonetta and bringing her into Smash would be a great way for them to sort of make a statement about them being comfortable with that sort of character, and in a way, in a very small way, but in a way moving past the image of we're all for the kids, and sometimes we like something a little more grown up. And when it happened, he came up to me, he's like, I can't believe you called that. I was like, it just made sense. I mean, she was an ad. She was definitely an ad for the game, but so were half of those Fire Emblem characters. I don't think they knew they were ads. One day in the future, all games go digital. Ugh. I wonder how much would be the last cartridge in existence. R-Wing, I think there would be a last. I think there would be a last officially made cartridge, but I think fans would still release cartridges for games. They still do now. They still release cartridge-based games for the NES and the Master System. I think the Master System has a bunch of them. They still release them. Every year, Tecmo Bowl, Super Tecmo Bowl gets an update every year. Back when Rox, we're talking about random stuff. Whatever topics you got, Rox. And now Bayo is the scourge of every tournament scene. Yeah, sort of like Akuma was. I think it was Street Fighter Third Strike where they had to like ban Akuma because he was too good. I thought Bayonetta was a lost cause. Turns out it was in a silent majority. Cloud was chosen due to Sakurai. Seeing him be a better mask. See, I like that Cloud was in the game, and Cloud, they didn't even get a Final Fantasy on the Wii U. Seeing as Bethesda and Nintendo are pretty good buddies now, Doom Guy could definitely work. I don't know. I think it's possible. I think it's okay. Like, it might be a thing, but I don't know. I'd rather see Wolfenstein Guy to see Smash Brothers where you beat up Nazis. Nintendo is trying to get more M-rated games. Yeah, Shadow, I think that even if it's not more M-rated games, I do think that they are trying to expand the scope of what people think about them, and they're trying to shake that I think they're trying to shake the only for kids mentality, but they're not trying to shake the for kids mentality. They want people to know that they don't have just colorful kiddie games, but those games are still there. And Nintendo's always been good to cross that boundary with both. Splatoon is bright and colorful, but damn it, it's not a kid's game. Any game with that much salt is not a kid's game. Andrew W. Oh, Andrew WK for Smash. No, it needs to be a playable master hand and crazy. I've heard that before. I don't know. Maybe the kid that is Master Hand, because isn't that what it is? Master Hand and Crazy Hand are the kid's hands that he's playing with the toys. Which I wouldn't think it's a kid, given that he's wearing white gloves so that he doesn't mess up the toys. I would think it's a guy that looks a little bit more like me. BJ, yeah, what was his name? BJ Blazkowicz. They're part of it that the Final Fantasy VII remake was going to be on the Wii U. Oh, I don't know about that. The Final Fantasy VII remake will come out the day after Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. Like I said, so a little shortly after my 50th birthday. When I think of iconic video game characters, my mind goes to Banjo-Kazooie, Solaire, Leon Kennedy. Nah, I don't know about that. Kid friendly. Yeah, kid friendly and not adult alienating. And Minion, and the other way around, adult friendly and not kid alienating. Because that's how, in all honesty, that's kind of how I feel about the Xbox One. I get this is I always feel like the Xbox One is like, we're the system for grown-ups, not kids though. And you know, PS4 does a good job of there's a lot of stuff for both on there, and I think that's what Nintendo's trying to do. But yeah, like I think it's important to be accessible to both. What game modes do you want to make it into Smash? What game modes do I want to make it into Smash? Smash Run is what I want in Smash. I liked Smash Run. I really enjoyed it. Put the Tails of whatever character in Smash. Yeah, Dohararia, if they put a Tails character in Smash, they are an ad. They are an advertisement for that. Nintendo giving us Galgun, Galgun is one of the skeevier games I've played, and Neko Power on the Switch. No, Mambo, when House Party makes it to the Switch, I'll be concerned. You can already play as Master Hand. Well, Suave, everybody knows that Melee is the superior Smash game anyway, right? Isn't that what they say? It's obviously Sakurai himself. What's your take on the flip grip? The portrait hand of Phil can. I love it. I think that I saw a video for it. I think it was a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo video. I was watching a YouTube video and it popped up as the ad. And I thought it was amazing. I think that it's so cool. I do think that it's limited in its use. Obviously, there aren't a lot of games that are going to use it. I mean, the fact that it works with Ikaruga is totally fine by me. But I love it. I think that it is such a cool idea. I wouldn't mind if I would love for Nintendo at some point to license a product that does that. I think it's a great idea. BJ Blazkowicz, yeah. Confirmed Jewish by the devs, mostly for yucks. I love it. Like, I don't mind. Representation. What about the guy from Sin and Punishment? I think the guy from Sin and Punishment is long forgotten. I don't know what happened in Star's successor, but I don't think that they pay attention to him anymore. Smash Run with online functionality. Maybe even that stupid board game with online functionality, because I hate it with Smash Tour. It was a stupid game, but if it had online functionality, maybe that'll help. Which, by the way, speaking of that, I do love I may actually get Super Mario Party. I may actually buy that because it has some version of online functionality. I kind of enjoy that. Trying to play Ikaruga with the Joy-Con sound like a nightmare. I don't know. I don't think well, the Mambo, did you see what we're talking about? The flip grip. It is a grip controller for you put the Joy-Cons in it and it holds the system vertical. Potato wedges for Smash. Rye, excuse me, but if anything is going to get into Smash, it's going to be garlic bread. Easy there with your potato wedges. Tofu mode for Smash. Hardly slow baby steps Nintendo takes with Mario Party will get. See, Ryan, I don't want the full Mario Party game on online because of the reasons that they themselves have said. It is difficult to expect people to. Okay, actually, hold on. I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna backpedal there a little bit. I would love a Mario Party online game using only. Excuse me. Sorry. Using only people on your friends list. I think that would be good. I don't like the idea of going on with Mario Party and playing with random people because you know what's going to happen. Random people are going to start losing. They're going to get pissed off and they're going to turn the game off. They are going to just delay. And I have played. Oh, what the heck was it that I was playing? There was okay. You're gonna laugh. There was a card game called Warriors of Ka'a. It's a Big Bang Theory joke, and I know that a lot of you guys automatically just tuned out. But it was actually a decent card game. But I've also played Magic the Gathering online, and I have gotten into situations where I'm winning, so they just don't take their turn. They just sit there and they wait, and then you get so frustrated you quit, and it counts as a loss to you and a win for them. Oval Holdodia. Thank you. Is that a donation, really? Or did you just trigger a message? Either way, I appreciate the effort. But yeah, I would not be against. Why did that not? It didn't trigger. That's really weird. I have a notification for that, and it didn't seem to trigger. I would not be averted to. Did you hook up your PayPal to the description? I believe I did. I thought that I didn't before. Oh, that sucks. I have a donation thing for that too, and it didn't work. Here, hold on. I'm gonna trigger. Since you were kind enough to donate, I'm going to trigger the donation thing for that. Hold on a second here. Let me get into my stuff here. But yeah, I would not be against. Where's the login? Oh, there we go. I would not be against a version of Mario Party Online that can only be played with people on your friends list. That way, I feel like you would be more likely to not get a bunch of people who are going to disconnect when they get pissed off. Alert bugs. Yeah, I'm wondering why that didn't go off. Hang on a second. Come on. Test. Here you go. Test donations.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, it wasn't $100 donation, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Oval Hododia. Hododia? Am I getting that right? If you're still here, please let me know if I'm getting that right. Mambo has donated $69 in his mind, at least. Yeah. See, if you did donate, then I'm wondering if you did or not. I can't remember. I think I've only gotten like 2 donations, so I don't even remember what it looks like. But yeah, I would love a version of Mario Party where you can link up. You can only play with people on your friends list. I would like for them to figure out voice chat first. I think that version of voice chat would be easy because you just link up to the people that you're playing with. It should pop up in Streamlabs if they did. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if they didn't. It's okay though. A little trolling, I guess, keeps you. Yeah, a little trolling keeps your. What is it? Like catfish, keeps you alert and awake. But yeah, I would like for them to figure out the voice chat first, because I feel like that voice chat is easy. See, a lot of people complain about the Splatoon voice chat because of the real goofy, convoluted way that you have to go about getting to it. But I've used it, and I love it because while I don't like the complicated way that you have to get to the voice chat, that voice chat, when you're in the lobby, puts everybody together. When you split into the teams, it separates the teams into their own voice chat. Because I have done the voice chat Splatoon with with everybody, like all 8 people or 9 people with the spectators and stuff. And you can't coordinate any kind of attack, because when I say, oh, I'm behind this person, that person's going to hear you and they're going to turn around. So you can't really use it. See, yeah, see, I'll just use Discord. It's easier. See, and that's my problem, Ryan, is I've used Discord to do that. I like to coordinate my fighting. I like to be able to, I mean, you guys have watched the streams with Fortnite where we do squads, and I like to be able to say, hey, I'm going to be over here, I'm going to be over there. If everybody's in the same chat, you can't do that. And then it just becomes very noisy. And then instead of being able to coordinate and fight a more strategic fight, I am now less able to play the game, because now I am contending with even my own team members talking and having a conversation, which again is fine unless I'm trying to win. Splatoon voice chat setup is actually pretty good. The problem is that's what I'm saying, Minion. I love how the chat works. I just don't like that you need to buy the headset, and you only need the headset because it comes with this little thing. I have it up there, but I can't grab it right now because I have the headset. One of the last things I bought from Toys R Us, actually. And the headset comes with very cool headset. I think they're the ink cans or something. They're in the game. The headphones that the chat are, or that the headphones are in real life, they are the headphones in the game. But it also comes with this little device. It's like a sort of a splitter that allows you to hook into everything. That little device is all you need, because you can use your own headphones. So that device is all you need, and I hate that they didn't just sell that for $5. Hey, Aqua, what is happening? Aqua, I heard you turn evil, or that it's too late. People complain about Nintendo voice chat. I'm just like you. Yeah, for most voice chat functions, I just use Discord. I just, although the funny thing is, didn't they just add voice chat to Fortnite on the Switch? So how the hell can't Nintendo get it to work, but somebody else did? I don't understand that. Based off an in-game item. Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, it's like the hook cans or something, or the headphone. I wish I could grab it, but I'm pantsless. Yeah, they're really cool though. I don't know. I don't know. Aqua. According to the Kingdom Hearts 3 video that I saw, wasn't that Aqua that turned evil? I don't know. I don't want to play Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts joke. Yeah. It's suspected that you've turned evil, or you've been taken by the darkness, or the nothing, or I don't know. I may be thinking of Never Ending Story when I say you were taken by the nothing. You need to play more Kingdom Hearts. No, you don't need to play Kingdom Hearts. You just need to watch the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. Because that's all I did. Although with the PS4 now, I am I think I may go into Kingdom Hearts. I may give it a try now that I've got the compilations for everything. Now that I know, because that was my biggest problem with Kingdom Hearts, was that in order to get all of the story, you had to go through all of these different systems and everything. But now I know I can get it all on the PS4. Maybe something for me to do. I don't know. Now I'm torn. I went and bought for anybody that doesn't know, just in case you don't know, my wife, my amazing wife, got me a PS4 for my birthday. It came in the mail yesterday. I didn't know about it. So she showed up, like, she opened the door and there was this gigantic box, and she's like, here you go, happy birthday. So I got a PS4. I didn't add any games, so I went today. I was excited because I always see the PS4 stuff, and there's always a lot of cool looking games, and I can't play them. So I finally went today, and I went and I picked up a couple of games. I wasn't sure which games I was going to get. I ended up buying Nier Automata, which is a game that I have actually wanted to play. And I mean, I'm only going to buy games that I want to play, but Nier Automata and Horizon Zero Dawn. I got the definitive edition Zero Dawn, the one with all the DLC on it. Because somebody told me the Frozen something or other looks really good. So Beverly Hills Become Cop. I like that, Silver. Beverly Hills Become Cop. Rye, yes, I absolutely want to play Detroit Become Human, but for the price of Detroit Become Human, I was able to get 2 other games that I wanted to play. I still want to get Persona 5. I still want to get The Last of Us Remastered because I never played The Last of Us, so this is my chance to play it. The Uncharted collection I want to play. Again, I have them, but I never played it, so this is my chance to finally play them. I'm considering buying Unravel 2 because the demo looked really good. And there's a couple of other things that I hear mixed reviews about Life is Strange, but I think the negative reviews come from the fact that people don't like whatever kind of gameplay it is, because I don't actually know what kind of gameplay it is. If it's gameplay at all, for all I know, it's a visual novel. But that's usually the complaint that I hear. I always hear that the story was really good, so I do want to do Life is Strange, but that's going to take some time. I have a feeling I'm going to focus on, for the PS4, I'm going to focus on games that I can't get on the Switch. And I know that that's what's going to happen. Or that I can get very cheap. Because if I buy Doom on the Switch right now, it's $60. If I buy it on PS4, it's $20. That's fine. I'll take it. I would rather have that as a game on the Switch because I don't need an internet connection. That's another thing. I'll probably play games that require an internet connection. Like even if Overwatch was on the Switch, I would probably get it on the PS4. Because when I take my Switch on the go, I can't guarantee a strong internet connection. You know, I keep Splatoon in my system, and I've got Fortnite on the system. But if I can't really take those games on the go because when I'm on the go, I don't have an internet connection, so I can't really play them. I mean, I can play Splatoon single player, but only up to a certain point. How well did you like Bayonetta? I loved Bayonetta 1 and 2, which is why I keep hearing that Nier Automata is really good. But then I also hear that the story is really good. So that seems like a game that I'm very much going to enjoy. Play Spider-Man and you'll be dead before you even start. I don't... I get the Uncle Ben joke, but I don't like Spider-Man that much. I don't like the games that much. They're not bad games. They just never grab my attention. Besides, Flipnote, I know that sometimes... with great power comes the ability to run away from a criminal and not get shot. And the ability to make rice in more than a minute. Right? Is that Uncle Ben? No, that's Minute Rice. I think Uncle Ben has a Minute Rice version. I don't know. I saw the message on Johnny Sweet. Happy belated birthday. Oh, thank you for that, Aqua. I was chased by a Telltale series game based on Beverly Hills Cop. Oh my God, could you imagine? Speaking of Johnny, the animation posted Siberian Ninja. I've never seen the animation. It was hilarious. That made me laugh when they ran. It was the end when they see the pigeons getting back up and the noise they make when they run away. That was hilarious to me. If you stream Detroit, it's going to be a good 20+ hour stream. I would not stream Detroit. I'm not going to stream Nier Automata. I'm not going to stream Horizon because I want to sit down in my living room and play those games and just sort of. I'm not going to stream Octopath Traveler. I know that I'm going to want to sit down and really, really focus on that game. I love streaming, but I will admit that sometimes I don't focus on the game as much. So I do definitely want to focus on those. It's a visual novel. Okay. Unravel 2 Switch. If Unravel 2 comes to the Switch, I think I would buy it on the Switch before I would buy it anywhere else. Yeah, it's a visual novel. I could donate my copy of Persona 5 to you since I beat it 3 times in a row. You know you're going to want to play it a 4th time, Rocks. You know that's what's coming. And if you don't know it, that's because you'll never see it coming. Yeah, see, I didn't play it, but I know stuff. I know memes. Haven't played Life is Strange, but never got a negative impression. Yeah, everybody I know, that's why I've heard people say that they didn't like the gameplay of it, and I think it's because there isn't really gameplay. It seems more like a visual novel. The Rock is jobbing out to Minotaurs. You think he'd be kicking their bovine asses all the way back to the SmackDown hotel. But then you have to pay for PS Plus. Yeah, I'm PS Plus. I what is it, $70 for the year? Maybe later. So a Switch still a good console. A lot of people hate the hardware trade-off of a CT. It all depends. I love the portability aspect of it. I don't have I haven't had a PS4 until now, so now I can probably see some comparisons, but I feel like the portability it can't be beat. I think that there's something that it just offers so much while taking very little, in my opinion. 1080p 60 frames per second was never a 60 frames per second, I should say, was never a gigantic sticking point for me. 1080p, I think every game should be 1080p nowadays. But like the 4K thing, people are, oh, you gotta get 4K. Nah, not really. I think the 1080 60 is fine for me. If I had a complaint about the Switch, it's that there aren't more games that run at 60. That's probably my biggest issue. But where are your nieces and nephews? Where are your nieces' sand nephews? I don't know what my sand nephews are, but I love the beach, so I'll take it. That's for Greg, but I do want to hear. Yeah. Dad of War. I do want to play Dad of War. You have to reach out to truth and see that it was a bad idea. Oh wait, what is that? You'll call us. Hold on, it's over. You lost me there. Okay. PS Plus is worth it. You get 2 free games each month. So I don't understand this, but earlier this week people were mad that Crash sold a lot on the Switch and the UK sells. Siberian Ninja is probably because people just need a reason to be mad. Is it bad, Greg? I don't see 4K in the FPS unless slowdown. I see 60 frames over 30 frames, but other than that, and I see the difference, but I don't care about the difference usually. Gotta going to Walmart to cool up. Going to Walmart to cool off. Later, flip note. Persona battle theme jokes. Woo! We love making Persona jokes. Now I feel like I can make them. P3 portability is wiping all out, but I couldn't think of something funny for the out. I do see elements. I see the difference, but it's not game breaking to me. 60 over 30, 1080 over 720. I do see kind of a difference. 60 over 30, I see the difference, and I really don't usually care. If anything, I've played on the Dreamcast Soul Reaver. Have you ever played Soul Reaver? Great game, by the way. Fantastic game. On the Dreamcast, I think that was one of the games that ran at 60 frames per second, and it used to make me queasy to look at it. I couldn't play it. I played Soul Reaver on the PlayStation because it was 30 frames per second, and it was easier for me to tolerate. Yeah, CT, that's my biggest problem with the frame rate, is that the input lag changes up a little bit. So how's this for out of nowhere? Asterix and Obelix XXL2? What? Interesting. No, Phil. Out of nowhere is that have you guys seen this SNK collection? It's SNK 40th anniversary with I say Crystallis. Some people say Crystallis from the NES is on there. It's going to be on the Switch. Oh, it looks amazing. I love out of nowhere, really. I love out of nowhere games and releases because nowadays we get so much stuff ahead of time. Like nothing feels like a surprise anymore. So I do like surprises like that. Why has 60 frames per second, 60 frames, 4K become a meme to mock Nintendo? CT, that's from elitists that think that graphics are the only thing that matter. The first XSL game is great. I need a PS2 copy. XSL 2 is quite repetitive. Okay. Speaking of out of nowhere, Night Trap is getting... Yeah, I saw that, Mambo. Night Trap is getting a re-release. Was Snatchers also getting a re-release? I could have sworn they redid Snatchers. Oh, wait. SNK Collection. Yeah, Elements. SNK Collection. You can look it up to see the actual games. It's not Neo Geo games. That's the thing. It's not going to be like Windjammers and stuff like that. It's SNK games. I think Athena is on there. Akari Warriors is on there. There are some games, a lot of games that I didn't hear of. But then Crystalis is on there, and it's the NES version of Crystalis. It's amazing. My quid's off. SNK Collection. The Sierra, played Sierra. No, CT. I didn't have a computer when I was a kid, so I never got into those like the text-based adventure games and stuff. I like, you're talking about like Zork. Was that one of them? Like Zork 1 and 2. Leslie Space Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry and Space Quest. Yeah, I never got to play them. I never had a computer that... I didn't get a computer until I was like 16, 17. If Snatchers getting a re-release, sign me up. Yeah, Snatchers was a pretty good game. I can see an update of that. I'm more of a LucasArts person. All right, so what do we got? 451. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. For if you were here for the first half, then thank you for listening to all of that talk about video games being blamed for everything. Unpopular opinion, I like ports on the Switch. CT, we're gonna have to get into that another time because I do too. Are you getting that fighter with the SNK girls on it? What is that? Heroin fighter or something? Not the drug, but I don't know. Heroines of SNK. I don't know what the heck it was called. Rocks, we'll see what happens. I want to see what that game develops into. If it's my kind of fighting game or not, or if it's just a weird Dead or Alive. SNK Heroines. There we go. We'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, for right now, I want to thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you for having a conversation with me and talking about all of these crazy, I don't know, just all the goofiness that we talked about. Stick around right after we do the closing credit, and we'll send the raid over to somebody else. But for right now, we are going to finish up right there. Right? Hey, hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I lost track of what I was doing here. Welcome to the chat room. But yeah, thank you guys. Stick around for after this. We're gonna raid somebody. But for YouTube, everybody have a great night. Have a great weekend or whatever is coming up when you decide to watch this. Be sure to stop by again later on. We do streaming here. We do game streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. We usually play some random stuff. We may do some Fortnite. We may do some Splatoon. Maybe I'll get back into Dark Souls. We'll see what happens there. And then we do the Silver Lining is every Friday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So stop back in for that. We always have some discussions that we throw out there. Other than that, check the links below for YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, check for Twitch if you're watching on YouTube, and sign up for both of them. Hit the follow, hit the like, or whatever. It always feels dirty to say, but I do appreciate that stuff. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and I will see you all next time.